Yeah, this is the place for the shukon. Shukon? Shukon.
What's shukon?
Silkworm.
Oh, silkworm. On these upper floors, not for storage, but for the propagation of the silkworm. In other words, all of those processes. And what we're looking at here is the various utensils that we've already seen in one form or another that were used for that. This grating comes from below, of course, allows the heat, but more importantly, it allowed the smoke to come up here, because the smoke is what preserved the roof of thatch by killing the bugs that would otherwise habitat in it. Now, the irony of it is the result of the introduction of heaters, but more importantly, air conditioners. Now they do not use the fires, there are not smoke, and so now these roofs deteriorate in 25 to 30 years instead of 40 to 50 years. And a cost of, I don't know what it is, but an extremely high cost of replacing this roof. That's a considerable loss of investment value. In this house you can smell, and that's what I've been smelling in the past and didn't realize it, that smoke embedded in everything up here, the wood, even though the roof's been changed probably more than once. These are the tools, some of the tools for the thatching, I believe. This is a picture of the whole community at work on the roof. What an incredible looking device. These may have been trays that held those matrices, if you will, that the cocoons were built on by the silkworms. This little drawing shows us a man pulling a sledge. We've seen the sledges before, can't see it really here, but notice his snowshoes, which are probably enlarged sandals for the purpose, plus the basket he's wearing, and the hat. And it looks like some kind of gloves. Probably he's not wearing bare legs, but those are like tights, if you will. Here are even better examples of some of the saws we've seen, more particularly the designs that are interesting here. Did this wide blade allow them to get a more predictable straight cut down through the wood? And this is probably a thin blade with its protector. Look at the straw axe head blade protector, and a knife with its straw scabbard. Skis. That looks like the design for the snowshoe, probably filled in with straw. And some clogs, if you will. What these were, I don't know. Something like that, maybe, is what these are. Yeah. Oh, that would sit around your, that way maybe go around your neck.
And they will strangle you.
Okay, so this is about sake making. I'll do a little Ken Burns on this very small drawing and see if we can learn something from it. This should associate with the movie, maybe they're, I don't know. I'm not sure this has anything to do with sake production though. There's the device for pounding the straw to make it more pliable for mats and so forth. But look at how many they've got there. What, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 maybe? So that's really a pretty large mechanized device. And then there's men standing out, so you see they do stand out. This just gives a nice idea of how they use that. Whether they alternated feet or not, I would imagine. And here they're carrying the silkworms, I think. Saw that at the textile center. Oh, that's heating up casks of something. So those are heating up large pots of whatever's inside of there for whatever purpose. Here's some more looms that are looking very, very authentic as opposed to the reproductions we've seen. And there you can see how those devices were used. They're probably for different colors or just for different sequential volumes of silk. Notice those are weights. For what reason, I'm not sure. It looks like one of the tools we looked at, but I can't remember what it's for. Unless that's a handle. Yes, it is a handle. So something up on top here was rotated, but what it was, I don't know. One of those machines that the man was pointing out to his kids, but I don't know what it was for. And here's a hand foot lever to control something. So whether stuff went in here or not, maybe this was used for weaving together threads, like maybe two came together to make one. I'm thinking that's maybe what it is, or maybe a rope maker or something like that. Yeah, here's an example of what we're talking about. Maybe it made these kind of ropes. But exactly how it all worked is a really interesting question. We're back looking very familiar with silkworm trays. These looking very authentic, like they were actually used. Exactly what we saw at the Silk Center. And I think we're looking at looms here of some sort. We're up at the very top now, and the smoke smell is very strong here. This would have been perhaps used for just simple storage of implements. This is a new roof, but notice that over on this adjoining building, this lower right-hand corner has also been redone. So that's a possible. Now this is the oldest house. It's 300. Very pretty work up here in these small slats that are supposed to be for air infiltration or whatever as a detail. These could easily be done, and even done in the States.